Now, before start the properties of number, you should understand the term of the additions, okay? So, in addition, addends and sum. What is the meaning of this, okay? So, when some numbers are added, then each of the numbers to be added is known as an addend. And the result obtained after addition is called the sum. For example, for example,
5 equal 10. 10 is the sum.
yes, correct. So suppose I am giving the big number, example 41,367, okay, and we are adding with the 24,512, okay, 512. So these two numbers, okay, so these two numbers are the added, so these numbers we call it a addends. What we call it a addends.
Addend.
Yeah. So this is the addend. This is also a addend. Okay, these two are the addend. But when we get the sum of the addend, when we get the result of the addend, then we call it a what? Then we call it a sum. So what is the addition of this? 9.
The answer is 5879.
Yeah. 65,879. So
And
we,
it's sum.
yeah. Yes. So we call it a sum. Okay, we call it a sum. Yeah, we are added normally, na? 7 plus 2 is 9, 6 plus 1 is 7, 3 plus 5 is 8, 1 plus 4 is 7, and the 4 plus 2 is 6. So we got the sum here. So what is the addend when some numbers, maybe here is 2, maybe we have 3, 4, okay? So the sum numbers are added, then each of the numbers to be added is known as the addend, okay? And the result obtained after addition is known as sum. Understood the
Yeah.
the words of the addition? Yeah. So now this is the properties of numbers. Now we will discuss the properties of number. Numbers means we are talking about the natural number, right? The same property we will learn in the higher grade with the whole number. The next grade you will learn with the integers. The same property will learn in the rational number in the 8th grade. So these property will continue in every grade with the different number system. Okay. Now, what is the first property? Order property of addition is, the format of the order property is A plus B, because we are talking about the addition. So A plus B. So first is order property of addition. So A and B is any number. When you will be change the order, the addition become the same. Okay. The addition become the same. Now I am giving the examples. We are doing, so the sum of two numbers remains the same even if the order of addend is changed. If the number to be added. Addend means if the number to be added. So for example, now I am taking the very simple example. Suppose a single digit number, okay, I am taking 5 plus 2 and 2 plus 5. If you change the order, now check, addition remains the same. 2 plus 5 is 7, and when you change the order, 2 plus 5, then it becomes 7, right? Now we'll take it the 3-digit number. Suppose 200 plus 15. When you change the order, 15 plus 200, now Now, what will be the addition? 215 in both the side. Right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, next is, suppose I am talking about the other number. This is the 5-digit number. Okay. So 34968. 34968 added with the other number, which is 25377. When you change the order, 25377 plus 34968. When you added the number, you will get the same answer both the side. Okay.
Okay.
So the addition will be 60345. Same addition you will get it to the other side, 345. So now see, so order property of addition is the sum of two numbers does not change when the order of the addend is changed. This is called the order property of addition in numbers. Understood?
Yeah.
So the second is group property of addition. What is group property of addition? Three numbers added in any order give the same answer. Okay. So when you add in the any sequence, for example,
Yeah.
I am giving the format first, how you will write it. A plus B plus C. Suppose we have three different numbers, okay? And when you change the group, then they will become the same addition. For example, now I am taking directly the big number example, okay? So suppose 3 number is 25839 added with the 12653 plus 31253. 31259. See, this is the group property. Three numbers added in any order give the same number. Okay. So when you add it, see, whenever we will solve these type of questions, first we need to add which one? This part, right? When you added this part, then what you will get? 839 plus. When you add these two numbers, then what will be the answer?
Here. What?
This number, these two numbers, when you add it, when?
I'm not on the writing. Mm.
69,751. 69,751. When you add both the numbers, you will get
3, 9.
no. Look here. Now you can see here there is a 3 numbers. Okay. Now what is the concept of group property is the sum of 3 or more numbers does not depend on the order in which the number are added. So you can add in any order, but you will get the same answer. The sum of 3 or more numbers does not change even when the grouping is changed. This is called the group property of addition. See, now I am making a 3 groups. Okay. How? Let's see. Suppose first I am taking 25839 plus 12653. This is the first group I have taken here. Now you will see the answer. Now the second I am taking these two in the parenthesis. Okay. So 12653 plus 331,259. What will be the remaining? This one you will write it here. 25,839. Okay. Now the third group, which two number we can take it? These two. Okay. So 25,839 plus 31,259
Solve the problem.
653. Right? Now you can see on the board, I have grouped in three ways. Yes? Right? First I have taken these two numbers in a one parenthesis. Then these two numbers in this. Then these two numbers in this. Now you will see the answer. You will see the when you added the number of 3, it will remains the same. What? 69,751. 69,751. 69,751. So what is the conclusion here? The conclusion is the sum of 3 or more numbers does not change even when their grouping is changed. Understood? When your grouping is changed, so there will be never change in the addends. Okay, so the sum of 3 or more numbers, maybe we have 4 numbers, so you can arrange it in the grouping. Okay, so the 3 and more numbers does not depends on the order in which the number are added. Got it? The concept? Understood the concept? Yeah. So these are the 3 numbers. So the next property is zero property of addition. Zero property of addition is adding 0 to a number gives the number itself. Right? Suppose 32,561. When you add with the 0, you will get the number itself. Yes? Yeah? Or if you add with the any number or maybe the same number, 32,561 will get it the same value. See? So what is the conclusion here? If 0 is added to a number, the sum is the number itself. Yes? Understood? So the next property is, fourth property of addition is one property of addition. One property of addition says adding 1 to a number, it gives the successor of the number. It gives the successor of the number. For example, 35,281 add with 1 will get a successor of this 35,282. Right? Same thing, if you do it in the reverse form, 1 add with the any number, then we'll get it a 35,282. See, so what is the conclusion here? When you add it, is successor of the number. So if 1 is added to the number, the result is the successor of the number. Right? So this is the successor of this number. This is the successor of this number. So the conclusion is this. Okay, this is the last property of addition of numbers. Okay, we are talking about the numbers which is natural number. So now come to the in subtraction. Before, learn the properties of number of subtraction. So now okay, I think something. Wait. Okay, so in subtractions we have 3 important part minuend, subtrahend and differences. Okay, so when you for example subtract 42,365 from 87,596, in this number, whenever we have the from word in the subtraction, always after from number you will write it first in the row, and then row or column, whatever, but you will write it in the first. So we are doing in the column wise, so we are subtract in the column wise, so we will write it in the first in column. Now the second number you will write it in the just below the number. And now what is the minuends? So the large numbers from which we subtract the other number is known as minuends, because this is the large number which we subtract the other number. The number which is subtracted is called the subtrahend, and the result of subtraction is... Now write down the properties of subtraction. Subtraction, we have not much property, it's very simple. After property, I will explain your test paper, okay?
Okay.
Because before this, now I have seen there is a property. That's why I moved directly. So what I have written in before, remember what I have written in the addition? Group property of addition, right? Now in the same way we are writing here, okay? So the first is, but order property, not order properties in the subtraction. Okay, order properties is not done, not doing in the subtraction. Do you know why? Do you know the reason?
Why?
Should I?
Why?
Because if you do the subtraction in the different order, you will not get the same answer in both the side. See, 5 minus 2 is what? 3. But 3 minus 5 minus 2. And 2 minus 5 is, it will give it 3? No. It will give the negative answer. Yes?
Negative 3?
Yeah. It's an integer. But we are not talking about integer in this topic, right? We are talking about only the numbers, normal numbers, natural numbers and whole numbers. That's why subtraction properties will not work in this one. Order property, group property is not possible. Understood now the reason?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I am giving the subtraction property, but it's not.
Are you gonna have questions?
Yes. Which question? The worksheet questions?
No, like we usually do questions after class.
Yes, we'll do it, beta. We'll do it. I will give you the questions. Now write down the property of subtraction with 0. You like the questions when I give it after the class?
Yeah.
Okay. I will give you. So the subtraction with 0. Yeah. So the next is subtraction with 0. The first property of subtraction. When 0 is subtracted from any number, the difference is the number itself. Okay. So any number subtract with 0. Now the next property is, the third is, so now the third property of subtraction is one property of subtraction. What is the property? When any number subtracted, okay, so when 1 is subtracted from a given number, we get its predecessors. What we get it? What we get it? Predecessors. Okay? Understood? Predecessors. In the same thing, we learn it in the addition property. One property of addition, there we have add with the one, then we'll get a successors. And the same thing when we subtract from any number, we'll get a predecessors, right? So suppose take an example, 53,600. Right? So when 1 is subtracted from a given number, we get a predecessors as the answer. So what will get that? 53,599. So 599 is the predecessor of 53,600.